Welcome tankers, cooBLIMEY here with another great replay for you. Today we are in the T54 Lightweight, the Tier 8 Russian light tank, and this game scored just under 20,000 WN8. And I don't know why, but a lot of people really hate the T54 Light, and it's actually one of my favorite of the new tanks. Nothing compares to the Bulldog, but the T54 Light's probably my second favorite of all the added lights. I like it a lot better than the RU251, and a lot of people will flame me for saying that, although they're virtually identical tanks. The T54 Light's just a bit faster and pays for it with slightly less in other areas. Now in this battle I'm sitting here in the middle, and usually you have to watch out because if anyone has binoculars up, they will usually spot you as you're shooting or even just sitting there. But seeing as the first shot didn't spot me, that tells me that no enemy tanks came up the center road towards me, and there's no one camping around the edge of the lake, so I'm actually completely safe to shoot from here now, until one of the enemy tanks does move up there. And I'm in a great position. If I ever do get spotted, I can just back up or pull forward behind one of these rocks and stay somewhat safe. So I'm happy to just sit here and snipe and try and spot anyone we can. Now I like to, if I'm not spotting anyone, I like to move a bit and get binoculars up again, and then if I don't spot anyone, maybe move a bit more and get binoculars up again, because you never know. Just moving even 10 feet might give you a slightly different line of sight, and it might be just enough to catch the edge of someone's tank and spot them. So you want to get as many different angles on your spotting beams as you possibly can. So here I am, again, just move a little bit, stop, get binoculars up, wait a little while for several spotting beams to go out, and they go out every 2 seconds from your tank. And if I don't spot anything, again, maybe move a little bit more. But I'm going to be cautious because there usually are enemy tanks by their spawn.
Enemy armor is damaged.
So I'm just going to sit here and try and take pot shots at anyone in the city or in the south as they appear, and stay close to rocks or places I can pull back behind if I ever do get spotted. Now we shoot. We were hoping for the back wheel to try and knock his tracks off, but it bounces and then we shoot a dead tank. Now that light tank looked like he was going to come for me. Now, with an autoloader, I don't want to sit 100 meters away from him and let him take shots at me. I want to be right up close to him so he has nothing to shoot but my turret. And better yet, like with all French lights, we want to ram him. And if you look, we did a ton of damage in just one shot in a ram. Whoops, that is not what I want to see over that hill. So we back up quickly, and luckily we only eat one shot. Now, I am in deep trouble. We got a couple really heavily armored tanks that I really can't penetrate reliably from the front, and we gotta keep them spotted and hope my friends can shoot them in the sides. But it looks like, even worse, it looks like the tortoise is coming for us, but he doesn't want to crest the hill, or else I can take his tracks off and then sit there and shoot into his underbelly and keep him tracked where he can't shoot me. So he's going to try and peek over at me, but doesn't really have anything to shoot at. But I can pull forward here and shoot his weak spot. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Keep his weak spot in view and keep moving back and forth a bit and not really give him much of a shot at me. And hopefully we'll be able to take him down here.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
And luckily we do. If you're ever up against a tortoise, you'll want to load gold or HE if you're up against them from the front, of course. The side or rear, you can usually penetrate with silver ammo. Now here I just want to peek over just enough to get enough gun depression to get a shot at his weak spot there. And interestingly enough, he didn't spot us. So we do it again, but bounce, and since we didn't get spotted, we know we don't have to pull back to safety. We can just sit here and keep shooting them while our team has them surrounded. Now, a lot of people would stop right about here and shoot at these guys, but I like to go around behind them, and luckily he had his side to me and this guy has his back to me. Now, instead of shooting right here as I reload, often going over a bump you'll shoot right over their head, so I waited a second until I got over the hill so I wouldn't miss the shot, because we know I'm only going to get one hit in before my teammates kill him anyway, so no point in shooting fast and bouncing. Now it's just 2 tanks left, but heavily armored guys, and now I figure they'll be looking at my friend up there in the east, so I'm going to try and come around the other way. And I did not want to see that guy on my right, because now they know I'm coming. So instead of, I would have normally tried to circle him, gone around behind him, but since he knew I was coming for him, I pulled back, and then we try and get shots into his side. I don't even bother shooting the front. And I know I'm going to be dead here, so I might as well ram him and do a little bit more damage before I die. And we ended up doing 3351 damage, I believe. 10 tanks spotted. We get Scout and Confederate, and that was 19,109 WN8 in the T54 Lightweight. Have a good night, everyone.